Alien invasion movies aren't just sci-fi, they're pure adrenaline. From massive space fleets blasting cities to silent infiltrations that creep up on you, these films show just how far humanity will go to survive. In today's video, we're diving into the most intense, shocking, and unforgettable alien invasion movies ever made. Let's see which ones will have you cheering for humanity, and which will leave you watching the skies tonight. Edge of Tomorrow.
Of course you're not. You're a weapon.
Edge of Tomorrow takes the concept of an alien invasion and throws it in a time loop, giving us one of the most clever and rewatchable sci-fi films in recent years. Directed by Doug Liman and released in 2014, the movie stars Tom Cruise as Major William Cage, a PR officer forced into combat against a powerful alien species known as the Mimics. He dies within minutes of battle only to wake up again and again, stuck in a loop that resets every time he dies. Emily Blunt plays Sergeant Rita Vertosky, a legendary soldier who once experienced the same time loop and now trains Cage to master it. Together, they must figure out how to defeat the alien force before humanity is completely wiped out. The film was a box office hit and critically acclaimed for its smart writing and sharp humor. As far as alien invasion films go, this one stands out for its originality and rewatch value. The Tomorrow War.
Well, it was nice knowing you.
The Tomorrow War brings up a wild twist in the concept of alien invasion. Here, the war isn't happening now, it's happening 30 years in the future, and we're losing. Released in 2021 and directed by Chris McKay, this Amazon original stars Chris Pratt as Dan Forrester, a high school teacher and former soldier who is drafted into a time travel military operation. Soldiers from the future arrive in the present, asking for help to fight off a terrifying alien species known as the White Spikes.
There's still a chance that we can stop this war from ever happening. So we gotta fight.
As Dan and others are sent into the future battlefield, they find out shocking truths not only about the aliens, but also about humanity's role in its own downfall. While The Tomorrow War received mixed reviews from critics, many viewers praised its high tension and inventive action. If you're into alien invasion stories with time travel and monsters that genuinely terrify, this one's worth a watch. War of the Worlds.
This is an extermination.
Steven Spielberg's War of the Worlds is a modern take on one of the most iconic alien invasion stories ever told. Based on H.G. Wells' 1898 novel, this 2005 film brings the nightmare of an extraterrestrial attack right into the suburbs. Tom Cruise stars as Ray Ferrier, an ordinary dock worker and struggling father. When giant aliens rise from the Earth and start annihilating everything in sight, Ray suddenly finds himself trying to protect his two children. Unlike many action-heavy invasion movies, War of the Worlds focuses more on survival and panic.
Where's my son? I know you want to fight. I know it seems like you have to, but you don't. You don't!
It's less about fighting back and more about running and staying alive. Spielberg masterfully captures the horror of seeing the world fall apart through the eyes of a parent, and Cruise gives one of his best performances ever. Dakota Fanning is especially memorable as Ray's terrified daughter, delivering raw emotional power in every scene. The film was nominated for 3 Academy Awards and was a box office hit. If you want to experience what an invasion would really feel like, this is the one for you. Independence Day. When it comes to big and loud alien invasion blockbusters, Independence Day still reigns supreme. Released in 1996 and directed by Roland Emmerich, this film became a pop culture phenomenon thanks to its explosive action and iconic destruction of world landmarks. Who could forget the White House being blown to pieces? The story follows a massive alien mothership that arrives on Earth, unleashing smaller attack ships around the globe. Chaos erupts as cities are destroyed and humanity is pushed to the brink.
Bring back Elvis!
But hope comes in the form of a ragtag team led by fighter pilot Captain Stephen Hiller and scientist David Levinson, played respectively by Will Smith and Jeff Goldblum. Independence Day was a massive hit, earning over $800 million worldwide and winning the Academy Award for Best Visual Effects. It's the kind of movie that defines 90s summer cinema. Big, bold, and a little cheesy, but in the best way. As far as alien invasion movies go, this one isn't just memorable, it's a full-blown event. Battle Los Angeles. If you've ever wanted to experience an alien invasion through the eyes of a war movie, Battle Los Angeles delivers exactly that. Released in 2011, this Jonathan Liebesman-directed film looks beyond philosophical questions and brings boots-on-the-ground chaos. It follows a platoon of U.S. Marines fighting to take back the streets of L.A. after an alien force arrives and begins wiping out major cities around the world. Aaron Eckhart stars as Staff Sergeant Michael Nance, a battle-worn Marine who leads a group of young soldiers, including Michelle Rodriguez and Ramon Rodriguez, into what feels like a hopeless mission. The aliens are fast and deadly, and their superior tech makes each firefight intense and desperate. Battle Los Angeles became a favorite to action fans who enjoyed its raw, documentary-style combat. For anyone craving an alien invasion movie that feels like a war zone, this one hits hard. District 9. While not a traditional alien invasion film, District 9 is impossible to leave off this list. Directed by Neil Blomkamp and released in 2009, this gritty, documentary-style sci-fi flips the invasion genre on its head. Instead of aliens attacking us, District 9 brings them as refugees, stranded in Johannesburg, South Africa, after their massive ship becomes inoperable. The aliens, derogatorily called prawns, are confined to a slum-like area known as District 9, where they're treated as second-class citizens. The story follows Wikus van der Merwe, played by Charlton Copley, who is a bumbling bureaucrat tasked with relocating the aliens.
Find the freak.
But after being exposed to alien technology, he begins to transform, both physically and morally. He finds himself hunted by the very government he worked for. The film mixes action with sharp social commentary, touching on themes of segregation and corporate greed. Nominated for 4 Academy Awards, including Best Picture, District 9 was praised for its originality and emotional depth, along with its groundbreaking special effects. It may not be about an alien invasion in the traditional sense, but its portrayal of human-alien relations is more thought-provoking than most invasion blockbusters. Evolution.
Was so hot.
From Ivan Reitman, the director of Ghostbusters.
If most alien invasion films aim to terrify, Evolution takes a very different route. It makes you laugh. Released in 2001 and directed by Ivan Reitman, this sci-fi comedy follows a group of unlikely heroes who need to stop an alien organism that crash lands in Arizona and begins evolving at an alarming rate. What starts as microscopic life quickly turns into bizarre creatures that threaten to take over the planet. The ragtag team of our heroes includes college professors Ira Kane and Harry Block, played respectively by David Duchovny and Orlando Jones.
Ghostbusters Evolution.
What in the unholy crimson hell is that? That's like a big loogie!
There's also a government scientist played by Julianne Moore and a wannabe firefighter portrayed by Sean William Scott. Together, they try to figure out how to halt the aliens' rapid evolution before it's too late, and their solution is both ridiculous and brilliant. Evolution has become a cult favorite for its goofy humor and imaginative alien designs. It's far from the intense, high-stakes alien invasion blockbusters we're used to, but it's a refreshing reminder that not all alien stories have to be deadly serious. Annihilation.
It's destroying everything.
It's not destroying.
Annihilation is one of those alien-themed films that doesn't follow the typical alien invasion playbook. There are no spaceships nor any laser battles. No citywide destruction either. Instead, it delivers a slow-burn, mind-bending story about an extraterrestrial phenomenon that quietly transforms Earth itself. Directed by Alex Garland, the film came out in 2018 and is based on Jeff Vandermeer's novel of the same name. Natalie Portman stars in the lead role as Lena, a biologist who joins an all-female expedition into The Shimmer, a mysterious quarantined zone where the laws of nature are breaking down. Inside the Shimmer, plants grow in bizarre shapes and animals mutate into terrifying hybrids. Reality itself seems unstable. The deeper they go, the stranger and more dangerous things become, leading to encounters that are as haunting as they are beautiful. The film blurs the line between alien life and environmental takeover, suggesting that an invasion doesn't always have to be violent. It can be a quiet and yet unstoppable rewriting of our world as we know it. Attack the Block.
We're going to Ron's weed room.
That's the safest place in the block.
What's Ron's weed room?
It's a big room full of weed, and it's Ron's.
Sometimes an alien invasion doesn't start with a massive mothership over a big city. Sometimes it kicks off in a rough South London housing estate. Attack the Block, directed by Joe Cornish and released in 2011, flips the alien invasion formula into a sharp and surprisingly heartfelt sci-fi action comedy. The story follows a teenage gang, which is led by John Boyega's breakout character years before Star Wars. Leading the gang, Moses finds themselves facing down feral, jet-black alien creatures with glowing teeth after one crashes into their neighborhood.
My name ain't Gavin, it's Mayhem, and he's Probs. What who kills us? No one.
At first, it's pure chaos with fireworks and makeshift weapons against snarling extraterrestrial predators, but as the night wears on, these unlikely heroes realize they might be the only thing standing between their block and total destruction. The film mixes street-level grit with alien creature thrills, adding social commentary about class and community and their stereotypes without ever losing its fast pace. A Quiet Place. When an alien invasion wipes out most of humanity, the survivors face one terrifying rule: make a sound and you're dead. A Quiet Place, directed by and starring John Krasinski alongside Emily Blunt, became one of 2018's most talked about horror thrillers. The alien creatures in this world are blind, but have hypersensitive hearing, hunting anything that dares to make even the faintest noise. The film follows the Abbott family, who live in near total silence, communicating through sign language. They walk barefoot on sand paths and even play Monopoly with felt pieces. It's an ingenious setup that turns every creak, cough, or dropped object into a life-or-death moment. Krasinski keeps the tension suffocating while still finding space for heart-wrenching family drama, making the audience care deeply about the character's survival. With its minimal dialogue, breathtaking sound design, and relentless suspense, A Quiet Place redefines the alien invasion genre. It's not about fighter jets or grand battles, it's about survival and the unbearable weight of staying silent when every instinct screams to run. As a quick bonus, let's talk about 4 more alien invasion flicks worth mentioning.
This is our world. This is our home.
The Fifth Wave, 2016, throws Chloe Grace Moritz into a young adult dystopia where humanity is wiped out in devastating waves of attacks, blending teen drama with large-scale destruction. Extinction, 2018, on the other hand, flips the genre on its head, following a father plagued by apocalyptic nightmares who discovers a shocking truth about the invasion's real nature. For a lighter touch, you can go for Rim of the World, 2019. This one delivers a campy summer adventure vibe as a group of misfit kids tries to save the planet during an alien onslaught.
From director Tim Burton.
And then there's Mars Attacks, 1996. Tim Burton's gleefully absurd satire with a stacked cast and shrieking bug-eyed Martians who